If you, a loved one or a friend, has tinnitus, that ringing, that roaring, that high-pitched sounds that you or they hear, but no one else hears, this video hopefully will do you lots of good. I'm going to talk this through real quick. It's going to be educating because I've had myself sinus problems in the past, and I know what it's like to have tinnitus myself. And tinnitus comes from many different areas. Typically, if you have this condition, you go to an ear, nose, and throat. They check your ears. Your hearing may be good. It may be a little worse, a little better. But the bottom line is no one's doing anything for you. They like to give you things to calm you down, ways to get you to sleep, things to ignore it. But I am going to talk a little bit about some neurology, physiology, and talk about something that you potentially can supplement that can make all the difference in the world. And what I'm about to share with you is something that has helped me and has helped thousands of other people that I have helped over the years as well. So put on your thinking cap, let's get going, and let me first tell you one thing, that when we have stress, there are many different chemicals and hormones that take place in our brain and our nervous system. There's no doubt that if you have tinnitus, when you're anxious, if you don't sleep, if you're having high cortisol or adrenaline or norepinephrine, your conditions are always going to get worse. And when you're more rested, your conditions are always going to get better. But there's one neurotransmitter in the brain. It's called glutamate. And glutamate is an excitatory neurotransmitter that's involved in many different brain functions, including learning and memory. And when we're stressed, these glutamate levels will increase, which can affect the auditory region of the brain that's directly tied into tinnitus. And many of us have heard about GABA, gamma aminobutyric acid. It's an inhibitory neurotransmitter that works opposite than glutamate. It slows things down in the brain. It inhibits that glutamate, which allows us to relax. But when we're stressed, that GABA starts to diminish more and more as glutamate takes over, giving us more anxiety, more stress, and more tinnitus. And most medical specialists who deal with tinnitus will tell you that it's an inner ear problem. You have hair cells in the inner ear, and they communicate through the auditory nerve to the brain and the auditory cortex. And this communication now is off. So the brain starts turning up its volume to get those messages that it wasn't getting anymore. So that extra volume that's being turned up is now the hiss that you're experiencing as tinnitus. But that's not where all tinnitus comes from. Tinnitus can come from behind the nasal area, the eustachian tubes that go to the middle ear. When there's an improper balance of pressure, that can affect the inner ear back to the brain and cause tinnitus. You can have a conduction issue where you may be filled up with wax against the eardrum that conducts to the middle ear through vibration and then goes to the inner ear back to the brain. You can have it from a neuromuscular problem, from a neurological condition. The SCMs could be contracting, pressure under the skull. There are different things that cause tinnitus, but I will tell you that the only way that you're going to get through it is to explore these different avenues, because if you are a sinus sufferer like I was, that came from a lot from my tinnitus. And as we get older, we start developing problems in our inner hair cells within the inner ear as a result of medications, as I said, listening to loud music with your headphones on for over the years, or being in loud music if you went to concerts, or just hearing loud music every single day. That can affect those inner hair cells, which can lead to tinnitus as well. You may notice that you came out of a very loud area, maybe a bar or a concert, and your ears were ringing. That's correct. Not to say you had damage there. Many of the times, and most times, will go away, but the accumulation of that loud noise can definitely cause tinnitus, or neurological ways of stimulating our brain indirectly. For example, grabbing the lower part of the ear, these are called the sensorial points, stimulating these areas, just doing that can actually help tinnitus. You can take your hands over your ears, rub it in a clockwise or counterclockwise area. You hear a lot of whooshing, whooshing, whooshing. That can help relieve the symptoms as well. You can take your hands and push it up against the ear, cup it with pressure, and release it. It'll release it. That has helped many people as well. You can actually come behind the occipital area, if you haven't seen this, and putting the middle fingers underneath the occipital area, taking your index fingers and snapping down like this. Keep snapping down and doing that for a couple minutes. That has helped bring a lot of relief from tinnitus as well. And there's different things that can be done. For example, if you have sinus issues, getting a good facial steamer, maybe a little bit of eucalyptus or some mint or menthol, and putting it in the facial steamer and opening it up can help your tinnitus. It's helped many. And again, if you're having involvement of a conduction problem from the outside sound, or you're getting pressure maybe of cerumen or earwax, putting pressure against the eardrum, that can be a conduction issue as well that can potentially cause tinnitus as well. So there are many different things that can cause it. Although, let's go to the main thing. The reason why I'm here today is to share something with you. It's called an amino acid. It's called taurine. And it plays a role in various physiological processes in the body, particularly the auditory system. And taurine has antioxidant properties. It means it helps protect the cells from damage caused by oxidative stress. And tinnitus is believed to be associated with oxidative stress in the auditory system. And taurine's antioxidant effect may help reduce the stress and potentially alleviate tinnitus symptoms. Taurine's also been shown to have neuroprotective effects, which means it can help protect nerve cells from damage or degeneration. And this may be beneficial for individuals with tinnitus, as the condition can involve damage or dysfunction to the auditory nerves or other parts of the auditory system. And taurine can modulate the activity of GABA, which is the inhibitory neurotransmitter that helps regulate neural activity. Taurine also has anti-inflammatory effects, as it will help reduce that inflammation and help alleviate tinnitus symptoms. And what I love about taurine, it has wonderful anti-anxiety effects, stress effects. It helps you relax. It can help you get to bed. It just inhibits the effect of glutamate, working along and helping GABA, slowing down everything, but the research shows that it affects the auditory system. I've taken it. It's done wonderful things for me. I referred it out to thousands of people, particularly patients, and people I've known over the years. It's helped them. Although, I am not telling you that it will cure anything. My job here is to give you the information, do the research, because it is an amino acid and something that you want to take on an empty stomach. They usually come in 500 milligrams or 1,000 milligram capsules. I take it myself, 1,000 milligrams on an empty stomach in the morning, 1,000 milligrams before I go to bed. It's helped me significantly. I really hope that this can help you as well. Now, if you're taking any types of medications or other drugs, I personally don't see any major effect. But again, I'm not your doctor. I can't tell you nor recommend what you should or shouldn't do. Something you may want to just mention it to your doctor. I don't think there'll be an issue, because taurine is found in a lot of foods. But I've found that when you take taurine on an empty stomach, those physiological effects, working with the brain, slowing down those neurotransmitters, helping tinnitus, quieting it, and utilizing those little exercises, you may want to look at my other videos, I think can do you lots of good. One of the most important things is limit those stimulants. Caffeine, excessive sugars. They're inflammatory, those sugars. Sugar is a stimulant. It can definitely induce and cause more tinnitus. So be aware of the foods that you're eating. Get your fruits and vegetables, your whole grains, your healthy proteins, little exercise, relaxation, meditation, deep breathing exercises, yoga. Find your hobby you enjoy doing. All these things will help your tinnitus. And most important above all of them is sleep. If you're not getting your sleep, it's going to be very hard to fight tinnitus. So really work on that. Do the best you can do. I have faith in you, and I know you can do it. I always would tell people, maybe a little valerian root, maybe a little chamomile tea, maybe a little bit of warm milk and turmeric. There's a lot of remedies out there. So I really hope that this video serves you well, and put it to use. Do your homework, and most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.